Chicago is a union town, they're saying. You got a large group of people in Chicago. This is been expected here. I expected more, and I also expect more protests, particularly next weekend.
Well, Mr. JLR is probably right about that. Folks, go over and check out Mr. JLR's channel. I have no idea why these people are in the streets protesting, but these are the people that don't want justice to your cities. They don't want justice for the dead, for the ones that were raped, pillaged. They don't want justice to come for them. These are the people that don't want your government, your military, that you pay for, that we all support, to come in and protect our families. These are the people right here, folks. They have the right to protest. That's true. Peacefully. This is true. We will let them protest peacefully. But I can't believe these people, out of all the people, do not want the government to fix the problem there. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Hold on to your horses. Because just like every American in America, if you have family or brothers or sisters or family, somewhere down the road, your family might be connected to something bad. And these people know once we call in the military, once these people point a weapon at our military, game on. They know this. That's why they don't want our military coming to Chicago, is because they know that 9 out of 10 times their families are wrapped up in the corruption, the gangs, and the madness. I hate to say it. This is why they don't want justice coming to the streets or to America. Because they're not going to make any money. Right now, they control the city. They control it with the drugs, the gangs, the prostitution, you name it, the corruption, the skimming off the top, everything. You bring in the military and fix everything. There goes everything, right? And that's what we're seeing here, folks. I'm not going to lie to these people. I'm not lying to America. This is why they don't want justice. They're afraid their own families will get killed. And I wouldn't doubt it. Most of these people's families probably are wrapped up into clubs, gangs, or if not government or politics that are not flying straight. These are the people that don't want our military to come in, because they will kill whoever points a weapon at our military. And they think I'm joking, and I'm like, we're not joking.
And here we are. It's been a very violent weekend in Chicago. 53 people shot. Back-to-back mass shootings.
Show me what democracy looks like.
Well, like I said, let them protest peacefully as long as they remain peaceful. That's their right. They have the right. What do I think? I think it's the biggest mistake that Chicago is ever making. If you don't handle the problem now, we're not coming back. And I guarantee you, within 6 months, once winter's over and spring is here again, the murder rate will be twice as high as it ever was. And they'll be kicking themselves in the butt. They're already complaining. You know, I got family out there already complaining. It just costs too much to live in Illinois. Period. It just costs too much. And they would rather leave Illinois than join these clubs, gangs, and break laws. They're holding on to everything they got. They're trying to survive without breaking the laws, without terrorizing, selling drugs, or doing whatever. So what do you got left in Chicago? Not much. Either Chicago fixes the problem or you got to bring the military in. There's only two options, right? They're going to say we don't want the military here. We don't want the National Guard. Okay, well, watch. Come after winter. I wouldn't even doubt it if it'll start before winter. But once they get word that the military's not coming, you're going to have a deathly. You're going to have a death. You're going to have death. I think it's the worst thing that Indiana could have done. I think it was the worst thing that Chicago could have done, Michigan, all these places will say they didn't want the military. That was a smack of face. That was a smack in the face to our military brothers, sisters, and military. Uh, and I guess we're going to have to use Plan B, and that is bringing in other militaries from other countries to protect America and patrol America. That's our other option that we're throwing at Congress and Senate. If you're not going to do the job, if it is against our laws, then we will have another occupancy from another country military come in, and we'll have to cut a deal with them where they protect us, our citizens, and patrol our streets. All right? That's one way to do it. I'm cooking a bunch of bacon right now, so.
Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
Well, I can show you folks what peace looks like.
This is how democracy looks like. This is how democracy looks like. How democracy looks like. This is how democracy looks like.
Hold on, I gotta flip my bacon.
calling this a Labor Day protest on numerous issues.
Well, let them protest. As long as they're doing it peacefully. I wonder if they got any food out there. They should have food out there, barbecue going or something, but no, 52 shot, 7 fatal in Labor Day weekend gun violence. This was just after they said that crime was done. That last night.
Again, 52 people shot, 7 fatally in Labor Day weekend gun violence Tuesday. And of course, people are out there protesting, don't want no help. Organized by, it appears, the mayor, who, and the governor has also said yesterday, they're encouraging protesters to take the streets. And that's exactly what happened, as predicted.
No, that's all right, Mr. JLR. Let them do their, as long as it's peaceful, I don't care. They have the right. I think it's a big mistake. I think we're seeing who the culprits are of the people that are the crooks, the criminals. This was all staged. We knew. We had. Hold on a minute. I gotta flip my bacon.
as predicted. So people are in the streets in Chicago. I don't know how big this is going to go, but is this going to get bigger and bigger as each day progresses? Possibility. Or just centered around Labor Day.
Why would, let me ask you people a question out there in YouTube land. Why would an American not want American soldiers to protect their city, their suburbs, and their country? I'm asking Congress and Senate and all the rest of you. When you know your country is in the crapper, there's more evil than there is good. You bring in the military, just like them other countries did, and you start locking these people up. What kind of person don't want their own military patrolling their schools and their streets and their city and their suburbs and states? I don't understand it. Terrorists, that's who. People that have different agendas for America and your children. People that want the madness to continue. Why? Because our children will not learn. They will not go to school. When they do go to school, they will not be able to learn the proper ways because the madness that's going on and the mind games that people are playing with the children, they will not learn properly, and therefore our intelligence, our country, our weaponry, our scientists, our doctors, our surgeons all decline. That's why these people don't want the military in America. Because these are the people, I believe, my opinion, are the ones that want things to continue just the way they're going because they're making a buttload of money. They're getting kickbacks from the gangs, the motorcycle clubs, the mafias, whatever they're saying. That's the intel coming in. They're getting kickbacks. That's why they want these things to continue. They want the gang fights. They want the city to be held hostage. They don't want it. Their own churches are ripping and raping and killing them. Even thy God's house has gone sour, folks. You don't bring in the military, you're going to lose control of a country. Then you're going to have people taking things into their own hands. And we know how that gets when the citizens take things into their own hands. I mean, we could wake up tomorrow and these people be right back in the 1950s and 60s with a race war. We'll have slaves again. That's how crazy it's going to be getting here soon. We're going backwards. Well, these people are going backwards. I'm going forward.
Where does media go? Okay. Everybody out! Everybody out! Join it! We gotta make sure we got enough.
So overnight, there has been more shooting in the Bronxville section of Chicago. 5 more people shot in another mass shooting. There have been 2 back-to-back mass shootings.
Chicago, can you hear me? Labor Day, Chicago, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You should be at home barbecuing.
All right, we made it. Welcome to the first stop.
No,
Baylor
street
Equity
protesting.
Partners. You know why we're here?
Yeah,
We're
hopefully
here to
for
tell
a Labor
Antonio
Day.
Gracias and Doge to stop ransacking our government and treating people like.
So yeah, we got
Oh my
Is
God.
one of the billionaires destroying our country. He's played a role in gutting critical agencies to line his own pocket and the pocket.
Hey, idiot with this union hat on. I should smack. What is it, Junior? Or is it Union? I'm not sure. Hey, idiot. I saved that billionaire's life. You understand? That's why he wants his state to be safe. All glory goes to God. You should be at home with your families, barbecuing up food. You folks have privileges that I don't have here. I'm not allowed to barbecue here. I had to throw away my barbecue grill. Each day you're taking away crazy men's rights, right? That's what you folks claim, that I'm crazy, I should be locked up, all this kind of stuff. Comes to find out, you folks only said that because you were stealing my inheritance and you were abusing my children. Bunch of
It's of
crazies.
his billionaire friends. And Trump put him in charge of Doge's immigration task force, too. How about that? But we're going to hear from a diverse group of speakers who are going to be speaking out against this type of incursion into our government, where the billionaire, right-wing, narcissist, I can't say that last word, but but we're here
Go
to
ahead and
tell
say
them
it.
to stay out
The
of
name
our
is John
city,
Kramer,
stay out
Yeah.
of our workplaces.
the first quadrillion billionaire in my family.
So they're
I bought
combining it.
And
Chicago.
that Chicago
Now what are you
is
gonna
a
do?
working town made up of middle
Get out of
class,
my city.
working class, and immigrant workers. Do we have?
Pay very close attention to Chicago the next week.
Oh, don't worry, Mr.
Our first
JL.
speaker is
We're
Akib
paying
Bati
plenty
from
close
Bargaining for the
attention to
Common
Chicago.
Good.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sakib Bhatti from Bargaining for the Common Good. We believe in building community labor alliances to take on the billionaires that are robbing our communities. And that's
Thank you,
why we're
David.
here.
Thank you, Jeff.
This is the office of one of the biggest billionaire supervillains in Chicago, Antonio Gracias.
Did he just say Antonio Valdez? Who did he say? He ain't rich. This is unreal. You people should be at home. It's holidays. You should be with your families barbecuing. Do you folks know you have rights right now more than I do here in Indiana?
Gracias is one of the wealthiest people in Illinois. He made his money by investing working people's retirement.
I know,
And
guys.
you know how he repaid us? By leading Doge's attacks on Social Security. That's right. He
We're
got
combining-
rich off of our retirement, and now he's making it harder for us to retire. Is that right? His firm, Valor Equity Partners, invests in fast food companies like Wow Bao and Roti and the hotel chain Sonder. Do you know what kind of workers fast food and hotels rely on? Immigrants. And how did he repay his immigrant workers? By leading Doge's immigration task force, leading Trump's attacks on immigrants. Right? Under his leadership, Doge ran a project to do data mining for deportations. They put non-citizens' names on a death list. That means that they can't get credit cards, bank accounts, or other financial services. They try to make it so immigrants can't feed their families, can't pay their rents, and can't survive in the city. Is that right? And that's not all, right? Trump and his billionaire overlords, they're slashing our services so they can get bigger tax breaks for themselves. Instead of investing in educating school children in Chicago, they're investing in starving school children to death in Palestine. They're cutting our health.
This is crazy.
Here to beef up AI surveillance tools. Instead of lowering the price of groceries, they've raised them with their tariffs. They talk about safety while threatening to kidnap our kids from their classrooms. Billionaires like Antonio Gracias owe a debt of gratitude to America's working people. And instead, they're attacking workers, rolling back our rights, and trying to steal our livelihoods. But we're not going to take it anymore. We know Antonio Gracias is feeling the heat. A couple of weeks ago, he stepped down from Doge because of public pressure. Working people called him out, exposed him, and held protests at his offices across the country.
I don't know what the sense of this is. We thought this was supposed to be a march against them wanting the military to come in. But it's obvious there's numerous things on these people's lists that they're not happy about. And I don't know who this guy is that they're talking about, Garcia, that one of the richest guys in America or in the Chicago area. I have no idea. But I can tell you this much. I do believe that Chicago is making a very grave mistake by not letting the government come in and do their jobs, whether it be illegal or these people that are wanted for crimes or murders. And if they have to use the military to do it, then so be it. I think it's a bad call of not letting them come in and get their illegal aliens or bad people that they want. But you folks have the right to protest and say whatever and do whatever, and that's your right as an American. Just like it's my right to voice my opinion on anything in the movies I made, the things I do, the things I say. It's all perfectly legal. It's within our rights, our Constitution, right? They're chanting out their show us democracy. Well, I can show you democracy, but I'll have to take you to another country. Because democracy was a bunch of bull crap fed to you people since the Constitution was made. I can show you democracy, but this ain't democracy, what we're dealing with here. Right? You vote who they put in front of your face or whoever's on that list of people that can run. That's who you have to vote for. Or you don't vote at all. So I know what you're saying. You want me to show you. It's like Chris from Soundgarden, right? Living life from my creator. You gave me life, now show me how to live. Well, I'm trying to show you how to live. You should be at home with your families cooking up some brats, hamburgers, hot dogs, things I can't do here in America, in Indiana, at this complex. It's against the law. That's what you folks in Chicago should be doing. Instead of out here complaining that the military wants to come in and lock up the bad people and the people that shouldn't be here, that's taking money from yous, us, everything. It don't make sense. But like I said, you folks have the right. Be peaceful.
And he cracked. He's weak. That's a win for us at awarding for all the billionaire oligarchs. If you mess with our communities, we're coming for you. And there's a lot more of us than there are of you. Thank you.
Whoa. Whoa.
Valor Equity Partners isn't the only corporate bad guy that's out there. We're seeing it on the ground. Down at the International Port District, workers from QSL have been fighting for their rights. Supported by Operating Engineers Local 150, I want to next bring up Alex Munoz, a worker who is currently on strike at QSL America. Alex?
Well, this is also dealing with labor issues.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to say it's an honor to be here today. This is our very first time being a part of something like this. It's honestly very, very impressive right now what everyone comes together and honestly could do together. Like they just stated before, my name is Alejandro Munoz. Me and my fellow co-workers with the support of the Local 150 are currently on strike for unfair labor practices. Thank you, thank you. A company named QSL America, who ironically is Canadian-owned, and they themselves are all union.
Oh, Canadians
in
about
Canada,
striking from
except
Canadians.
for us here in the States. I've been working there for 15 years. Most recently as a superintendent.
So see, Mr. Trump, I tried to point this out to you in meetings and memos, sir. They've invaded your country through labors, unions. We got nothing against Canada. They're our neighbor. But Canada also can do bad things and be crazy themselves. You remember what happened when that town got covered in maple syrup when their factory exploded? The whole town was under syrup, literally houses under syrup. Remember all crazy stuff they did up there, the freedom of the France and Babylon and all that? Even Canada gets crazy sometimes. Let me explain it to you folks. Your country is no longer your country. It's many countries. And get used to it.
You can say upper management. I've witnessed, I've seen everything they do to us. The equipment, the unsafe work conditions they make us work in. It's honestly not good at all what they do to us in that facility. As an experienced operator, as an experienced worker, any new members that come and join our facility, I talk to them. I encourage them to talk to me, come with me with any problems they have, and in hopes to talk to our management and change, and for them to listen and honestly change. But they're reluctant. Every time you talk to management about problems, equipment, unsafe work conditions, it's like talking to a brick wall. There's no response. There's nothing, no communication at all from them at all. I am honored.
Well, that's because of their business. When your country gives so much power to the businessman, to the company, this is what happens. which we went through this back in the 50s and 60s with Hoffa. This is what Hoffa fought against: is businesses and the government and everybody becoming so big that the people, the workers, are the ones that suffer. And this is what we're seeing. Right? Business has become so powerful, business owners, that they're killing you. They're killing the country. They're choking it out. And there's nothing you can do because the government allows them to do it. I think they should be putting caps on stuff. There's numerous things they could be doing, but they're not. And eventually, big business will choke America out. And they already are.
As well as my fellow coworkers, to be here today with you guys. It's, like I said, impressive. And hopefully in the years to come, we'll be able to participate in something like this for as long as, Chicago, the strongest union city in the country. Keeps getting together, and with the support of the Local 150, we'll be here fighting strong every single year with you guys side by side. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, he's right about that. Chicago is. One of the biggest union states in the world. Literally, is Chicago. And I was always taught union was good for you. You pay your dues, you get paid good wages. If you got a problem with somebody on a job site or whatever, you go to the union steward, whatever. The people are getting used. They're not making money. The workers, the union goes to bat for you. You call strike. And that's what we're seeing here is probably one of these unions in strike. One of my uncles used to be a union president. There's good in union. There's bad in union. Just like everything else.
Chicago is the hometown of many things. Chicago is the hometown of the Chicago style hot dog, deep dish pizza, middle class workers. Hell, it's even the hometown of Philip Jack Brooks, CM Punk, but it is the hometown of the American labor movement. But it's also an immigrant town. It is a town that takes in people from all over the world, gives refuge to refugees, to people who've been forced from their country, and people who are here just to live a little bit of the American dream. Next up, we have Veronica Castro and Artemio Areola from the Illinois Coalition of Immigrant and Refugee Rights.
Don't have to live like a refugee. Don't have to live like a refugee.
My name is Veronica Castro.
Well, you know what I say to Chicago right now? There ain't nobody gonna get justice until Johnny Kramer, that's me, gets his justice from Chicago first. Ain't that right, Pipio? We're going to get our justice first. Mm. This bacon's pretty good.
The proud daughter of immigrants. I'm also the deputy director at the Illinois Coalition for Immigrant and Refugee Rights, and I'm here with my partner in the struggle, Artemio Ariola. This Labor Day, we're out in the streets because the fight for immigrant rights, racial justice, and worker rights is all one and the same. Here in Illinois, by working together, we have proven that we can achieve great things, like enshrining workers' rights in the state constitution, or separating local police from ICE, or ending cash bail. But Donald Trump and people like Antonio Gracias have spent the last 8 months proposing cut after cut to the programs our communities need to thrive. Boom! And they've been shifting that money to immigration enforcement alone. Boom!
Pretty crazy if you ask me. What do I think? We're danged if we do, and we're danged if we don't. It don't matter what happens. There's going to be commotion over this. So Chicago, prepare for it. Get your troops ready. Get the police ready, because this is going to probably continue in Chicago with these rallies, which I got no problem with these people protesting. It seems like it's a pretty reasonable, calm protest. I don't have no problems with this. But what my problem is someone, the mayor's putting them up to go out there and protest because they don't want the military in their city, right? You know what? Washington is already saying Trump brought in the military in Washington, D.C., and in real life, the crime has dropped dramatically. They're out there patrolling the streets. Right? These are the best of the best. You open fire on them, they have the right to just slaughter you. You understand, folks? Trump is trying to bring peace. We are weeding out the ones that are going to go crazy. Who in their right mind would attack their own military? I don't know. We're trying to bring justice, but it seems to me that these people just want their gangs, their clubs, their secret societies, their money, their madness, their dirty streets, dirty water. They want dirty food. They just want it all to continue. I think it's very bad. I don't run Chicago, but I think it's very bad that you're not letting these people come in and get rid of these people that are causing trouble, mainly gangs. And that's what they're pissed off about. Their family members are in these gangs, in these biker clubs, and they're trying to save their children. I understand. They're trying to save their children or their family members or whatever, because they know they're going to jail. And that's what they're trying to do. I understand. They're probably illegal aliens they're trying to save and all that. But it's gone too far, folks. If you don't do something now, once they find out that we ain't coming to Chicago, that the military's not coming to Chicago, I already know what's going to happen. The streets are going to erupt in murder and madness because they're going to say, they can't stop us, boys. We duked them. And they're going to be out in the streets and they're going to be killing you folks in their neighborhood, on their streets, these gangs, clubs, or whatever. Whatever it is, they're going to say they won. We defeated the government. And I think it's going to be the worst mistake of Chicago ever made, because the deaths are going to skyrocket. corruption will get even deeper. The drugs will be unbelievable in Chicago. And that's exactly what's going to happen, folks. Then we'll be right back here come next year. The same dang thing. People complaining. Chicago's gone crazy. Chirac, Iraq, whatever you want to call it, the price of living, everything's gone crazy. Do something, government. And we're not going to. We will end up telling the government we're not going to do anything. Give the civilians okay to take these people out and let the civilians take them out. And I do believe Chicago's will come back. Other people will come back and they'll say, okay, let's do this. And you'll see teams coming up and being built and teams going out there and taking, it's called vigilante justice. And there is a law to protect the vigilantes. And that's what the government's not telling you. There is a law that protects everybody in America and vigilantes. This was a government thing. They should have handled it. It's obvious the police cannot handle this problem in Chicago or anywhere in America. We gave them an opportunity to fix it, to clean America, just like these other countries been doing in their country. Beautiful. People are actually, I've seen some people on the internet talking about that president that literally locked all these idiots up. And they cannot believe it. It is so peaceful there. And it is just beautiful again. And that's what Trump and the rest of us were trying to do here. But these people turned it into something like we were trying to take over the world or Nazis or whatever. And they screwed it up for other people. And like I said, we're only going to have one shot to make this a law or to do this. If you don't do it now, Chicago, it's going to get crazy. We already know what's going to happen. They're already waiting. We know exactly what's going to happen once they break news that the government is not coming to town. The military ain't going to help nobody. Watch what happens. I guarantee you they'll be going crazy, shooting everybody out there again. Wars in the street, crack, drugs, everything. This was a one-time deal. And I think Chicago made a big mistake. Nobody's making money in Chicago, folks. There is literally a mass migrant of people from Chicago, which you haven't found out about yet, but that's coming. That'll also be breaking the news here soon.
As Trump tries to reverse our progress as a state, it's a harsh reminder of what his administration actually thinks of our communities. And that is reinforced by the upcoming ICE abduction operation and massive tax cuts that Trump and Congress gave to their billionaire cronies earlier this year. But you know what? We know what has worked for us in the past, and we know what is working as we protect our people as best as we can. Organized and educated communities are safer communities. We the people, keep us safe. Together we'll fight back against fear by looking out for one another and by coming together as a movement. We can make sure that Illinois prioritizes the people, not the billionaires.
Bravo, Vero. Muy buenas tardes a todos.
Gracias.
Bravo por estar aquí.
Bravo.
Yo soy un inmigrante de
Mucho
México.
grande.
Pero ¿saben qué? También soy naturalizado, soy americano. Y América, hay que pelear todos por ello. Mi nombre es Artemio Arreola, de la Coalición por los Derechos de los Inmigrantes y Refugiados de Illinois. Me siento muy orgulloso de estar el día de hoy con toda la gente trabajadora, aliados, para luchar y pelear por nuestra causa. Les quiero decir que hemos logrado mucho juntos. Hemos logrado la justicia social, derechos laborales, y también la diversidad,
No,
como
González.
Chicago lo ha demostrado. En Illinois hemos logrado juntos que los derechos de los trabajadores se pongan en la Constitución de Illinois, pero también logramos.
Ramos. Well, what did you do? What can you do? Not much. These people have the right to voice their opinion. I agree with some of the stuff they're talking about. Some of the stuff, I think this is just a waste of time. Now they keep changing it. Now it's a labor movement. And this is how they use their power, right? It went from the mayor. It went from the beginning of this protest where the mayor sent these people out there to protest against Trump bringing the military into Chicago. In Indiana or whatever, and surrounding areas. What does this show to me? You just killed us all. Why? Because now Trump knows that the United States military is not welcome in Chicago or this area, Upper Peninsula. What does that say? Well, they're all terrorists. Corrupt. Oh boy, that bacon's good.
Shut it down.
Well, I'm glad these people are out voicing their opinion and protesting. And it looks like it's a peaceful protest. So I really wouldn't worry about it. Let them have their protests as long as it's in peace. We much rather would be seeing you folks at home with your families on these holidays. But we're seeing a lot of people that probably don't have families. They don't have significant others. They don't have nobody. So what do? They wrap themselves into community stuff, into stuff like this, protest and other things. And they're just lonely, right? They got nothing to do. So they either indulge themselves in God, work, protest, helping others, whatever. And that's pretty much what we're seeing right now. I mean, it's a holiday. There should, in my opinion, you folks should be at home with somebody doing something better than protesting. I couldn't have waited until Tuesday or whatever. But then again, that protest would have got in the way of work. People having to go to work, make $1, right? The other businesses, right, would have been like, well, wait a minute. You're going to be interrupting our work, our stores, and all this and that. So it's all planned. It's all part of it. It's all a racket, all a scam, the whole thing.
Time is under attack. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Our freedom is under attack. What do we do? What do we do? Stand up,
I expect this to grow in Chicago.
stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
We are live in Chicago.
Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
You know, here's my thing. We're seeing kids out there. No, I know the families want the kids to grow up to learn how, you protest against this stuff when the things ain't going right, whatever, But I think kids should be left out of this until a certain age. Right? These kids walking around at the protest. If it gets crazy, now we got kids there, right? Which is never good. Never turns out good when there's kids involved. So I would suggest, I don't know, I can't suggest anything anymore. They drove me half crazy too. Hey, we're just making movies. And how do I know it's working? How do I know it's going to be a great movie? Because most of these people have gone completely nuts. So I know it's going to be a good movie. And when you could duke the best of them, when you could duke the government, when you could do all this stuff, it's going to be a great movie. And I think many people are going to love the movie. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. Yes, it's about YouTubers. It's about some of these people. It's about many things. Like I said, I think it's great these people are out protesting. I think they should leave the kids at home. I don't know why we're seeing kids out there protesting. But I'm telling you, this is all going to come back and bite Chicago in the butt. The whole thing is corrupt. We're just, I don't know what to say. Evil. There's more of the devil in America than there is good. So I think it's going to bite us in the butt or bite Chicago in the butt. I'm only a couple hours away from Chicago. I no longer live there. So really people can say it's none of your concern, but I'm from there, was raised there, went to school there, and got family out there. So, and friends. So it kind of concerns me. I don't pay their taxes or anything. I keep up on what's going on out there. And people can't survive. And then you do something, then they say, "Oh no, you were lied to." Everything's fine. How about these people are just crazy? And that would make it sense to me. That would. All right, we're at 1 hour. We're going to end this, folks. Make sure you check out Mr. Oh my God, excuse me. Too much bacon. Make sure you check out Mr. JLR's channel. I posted it in chat and in the description. Make sure you check his channel out. We'll be back with more stuff today. Bear with me. I was under attack demonically by a couple of women and their demonic reunions or whatever. So be safe. God bless. I'll be back. Keep going no matter what, through heartache, through love loss, through you name it. Mourn for so long, get up and keep moving on. You'll find other women. Believe me, there's plenty of women in the sea. There's plenty of men. You'll find love again. Keep going. And some people don't even want to find love with a human. They'd rather have a doll or whatever. That's fine. Go ahead. God bless y'all. I'll be back. Make sure you check out JLRs.